I'm going to come right back. I completely forgot to change the screen. I apologize. Okay. There we go. Okay. Now we got a good screen. Hey, how's it going, everybody? And welcome to another exciting episode of Channel X, the only show on Thursdays that starts the weekend early. I am your host, Tom Dog 247. As always, I'm Tom Dog all day and Tom Dog all night. Ooh, baby, all right. So, now that we got the screen fixed up and everything just the way that we want it, welcome. So, got a pretty interesting show lined up here tonight, and before we do that, we got to get the shout outs out of the way. And before we do that, I just want to remind everybody that October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, so that's why the screen is pink with a little shade of black and everything like that. So give it some contrast and everything, so it's not one solid color. So for the month of October, which I was supposed to do, was to have nothing but pink and everything like that, and just had the pink background and everything. So changed it up a little bit. So it is what it is and all that. So I'm lending my support to breast cancer awareness. I do this every year, except for this style that you see before you. That's something totally new. So so I'm wearing the pink bracelet, also in support of breast cancer awareness. I was supposed to do the walkathon this past month, but some complications came up, and I couldn't make it. So yeah, that it is what it is. But I have lent my support to the cause, because we got to fight this. We got to fight this. And all that. So let's get the shout outs out of the way and everything like that. And oh boy. Absolute Talk with Josh Albert. If you haven't heard his podcast, it's awesome. You'll love it just as much as I do. For a couple of weeks now, I mentioned we mentioned, actually last week's show, we mentioned that I was going to be on his show, that I was on the show and everything. So we had a lot of fun, and I hope you were able to tune in and check out the podcast and listen to whether you're on your way to work or whether you're on your way to, or just doing some stuff around the house. It's up on there. You can check it out on the Podbean app. Download it today. You could go on iTunes, pretty much anywhere that you can listen to podcasts. Pretty much, basically, and it's a good good podcast. I love it. You'll love it too. So check them out. Absolute Talk with Josh Albert. It's a good show. Another podcast, Super Retro Throwback Reviews, over on Spotify. Check out the podcast. They do amazing work. They're doing the 31 days of Halloween or something like that, and it's very good. It's really, really good. So definitely worth checking out. Vicky Van Goth, she does the some very spooky and creepy dolls. You definitely love it if you're into spooky, creepy dolls. Check her out over on Instagram, Vicky Van Goth. and which will send her link, which you'll get links to her to buy her, not just dolls but artwork and prints as well. You could purchase all that on through eBay or Etsy. She does amazing work. You definitely love it just as much as I do. I have one over here, a print that I bought when I was at Horror Fest. Very good. So, definitely worth checking her out. All my friends over at Gamer Geeks and Gaming Pros and Hobby Life on Facebook, check them out. We have a good time. You'll have a good time too. Tom Dog sent you. Big shout out to Melly Playful on YouTube. Lending my support. She has an amazing live stream that she does on YouTube. She has a fun. I think she just got done streaming Call of Duty, Modern Warfare. Definitely worth checking her out. If you haven't seen her live, definitely do so. After my show, of course. But a big shout out to her. Hope she's doing okay. And of course, a big shout out to David and Marissa. How you guys doing? Hope you have an amazing weekend. And this episode is brought to you by the M&J Video Games and Collectibles. You could trade in your retro video games, accessories, and systems. You can also trade in your DVD box sets and Blu-rays. You can also trade in your sports cards and novelty items, as well as wrestling collectibles and autographed items, spanning from sports, wrestling, and actors. If you happen to be in the Connecticut area and you want to get directions on where they are, as well as a list of events that they have going on, you can check out their website for all that information of this wonderful, wonderful store that I love so much. It is mjvideogamesandcollectibles.com. Check them out. Their store is amazing. Also, this episode is brought to you by the She Bean Brewing Company here in Connecticut, home of the Down, Right, Up, Left, YB. Got it right because I forgot to bring the can with me from last week. But I did not forget their website, which you can check out for the list of beers that they have, which is at shebeanbrewing.com, or you can follow them on the social media apps, Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram, or you can download the Untapped app today. Right now. Do it right now. And have a beer while you're watching me, because apparently study has shown that I'm a lot more entertaining when viewers are drunk off their ass. Proven fact. So, pretty much winding up everything for my end here. Going to be wrapping things up with the live stream that we have. I do want to make a quick apology for the last live stream that I did, which was on Slenderman. I'm sorry that it sucked. I'm sorry, but I kind of chickened out at the last minute, and I just pretty much ended it where I did, and I am sorry about that. But after doing Bendy 2 weeks, after doing Soma the other to start things off, and then Bendy 2 weeks ago. 2 days ago, the day after, and then Slenderman on Tuesday. I couldn't take it anymore. I was like, no, forget it. So I'm going to be doing some. I'm working on an experiment, and if I can pull it off, I'm going to play one of my favorite Castlevania games, kind of to wrap it up. However, if for some reason I am unable to do that, I have an alternative, which is going to be coming from the Genesis collection, and it's going to be, I know it's on here, Decap Attack. So, So yeah, that I'm actually looking forward to that. That's only if I can't do my favorite Castlevania game. That's only if I can't do that. Um, Also, I'm actually gonna do a couple of movie reviews, um, in time for, in time for, um, before the Halloween season ends, and it's going to be the Banana Splits movie. Um, I will give out my review on that, not now. And then, of course, the one movie I bought during my um when I was at Horror Fest, my good friend Carmine made this movie, Psychos in Love. Um, I'm gonna do those reviews you know, while I'm there. So it's gonna be two separate movie reviews. And if you want me to do more movie reviews in the future, let me know. Um, Let me know in the comments section down below, and I'll be more than happy to review a movie, provided that either A, I've seen it in theaters, or B, I have the DVD. So, or if I had the movie, or seen it through if I seen it through digital media. So I'm going to be doing that. I'm also going to be once Disney Plus comes on and everything, I'm actually going to do the review of the live action lady. I'm thinking about doing um a a review of the live action Lady and the Tramp. So if you want me to do that, leave a like and comment down below if you want me to review that, as well as some other movies, whether they've been out already, or if they've been released on theaters. Like I said, if I've seen it, I'll in one way or another, then I'll review it. But we'll keep it at that. I'm thinking about, if I'm able to see it, I'm thinking about seeing Joker this weekend. I am. So I know I'm going to be late on that review because I gotta review a lot of movies. So. um. Let's see. Okay, I'm sorry about that. I was just reading some replies because over on Super Retro Throwback Reviews, they're doing a thing about annoying movie characters. So I chimed in with my take. So, speaking of the Joker, though, the the stairs that was shown in the movie The Joker, um, has now become a tourist attraction in the Bronx, which locals aren't pleased that people are flocking to the stairs on West 167th for photo ops. So they're calling it now the Joker stairs, And if you go to Google Maps, um, Google Maps, they actually there's actually a location on it. On if you go to one six, if you hmm, so so yeah, not too many local Bronx residents in the area are not happy with the that the Bronx stairs are there. So it's like a mix, it's a mixed reaction and everything. And I don't know. I think it's pretty cool, but it's something that I probably won't, you know, be too that thrilled about. It's like, if I just happen to be passing through and said, "Oh, look, that's the stairs that they made that was filmed in the movie The Joker." But then again, I think it was also there was like also a scene in The Bronx Tale. I don't know. It's hard to say. I don't know. So yeah, that's pretty cool. All right. Let's see. So those fans of Adventure Time is going to be returning um in 4 1 hour long specials for HBO Max, which is the the streaming service, their HBO streaming service, collaborated with Cinemax. Um, so yeah, that's pretty interesting. So so yeah, it had a 10 season run on the Cartoon Network from 2010 to 2018, and it is set to come back on HBO Max in 2020. It's going to be a 4 part miniseries that's going to be featured on HBO Max. So, so everybody knows by now, Ninja, the ever so popular Fortnite live streamer, is has moved to Mixer, but now he's not the only one. Another gamer was just announced to join Ninja on streaming for Mixer, and his name is Shroud. Now I don't know much about this guy up until now, and so he so so yeah, I'm not sure what okay, so he streams he was streaming Modern Warfare earlier, and he does some shooter games as well. Um so yeah, that's not bad. So that's pretty cool. Um I'm looking forward to checking out his stuff on Mixer, and Ninja commented, "Welcome, brother." you know, so so yeah, that's so. I wish him nothing but I wish him nothing but the best and everything like that. and looking forward to seeing what stuff that they have that he has going on. So yeah, congratulations are in order. Um, so trying to see what else, because I don't want this to be a relatively short episode. Oh yeah, the new Star Wars trailer came out this on Monday, and very interesting, I might add. Those who saw Monday Night Football were waiting for this trailer to release. I didn't know about the trailer until it popped up on YouTube, so it was going all over the place. And so yeah, this is the final. This is the final chapter. The final episode of Star Wars, which is of course the Rise of Skywalker, and Lando Calrissian is coming back. Palpatine is going to come back in some way. We haven't seen nothing yet, which I'm glad that they're not showing nothing on Palpatine, because of the fact that I don't want it to get spoiled. Maybe there's going to be a little bit of a backstory for Snoke, probably, because I was a little bit upset that they didn't really give. I still don't know much about Supreme Leader Snoke, other than the fact that he didn't make a big, didn't have that big of a role in both the the Force Awakens and of course the Last Jedi. So I'm kind of disappointed about that, because I want to see more of Emperor, of Supreme Leader Snoke, to get more of who he is and everything. So it was kind of a disappointment. Let's just put it that way. And so yeah, sure. Okay, got it. Oh, he's live streaming. Nice. Not bad. Yeah, he's doing Call of Duty Modern Warfare right now, so that's actually a pretty interesting game. Maybe I'll pick it up, maybe not. I don't know. Everybody knows about my past with Whack Division and Call of Duty games, so I mean, of course I'm going to pick it up, but the question is, will I live stream it? And the answer is no. Not until Activision apologizes for doing what they did and not giving a reason behind it. Just saying. I did a nice live stream, little bit of a backstory. I did a nice live stream back when Black Ops 3 came out, and it was a fun live stream. I was, I had like a lot of views, and I was a little bit upset by the fact that I couldn't transfer that over that live stream over to YouTube at the time. So yeah. So yeah, I was a little bit ticked off and everything. So now I just not do a live stream involving that. So yeah, Lori Loughlin and other parents face new charges in college admissions scandal. So it's not looking good for Lori Loughlin. As you know, she played Aunt Becky in Full House, and she was scheduled to do some holiday movies for Hallmark Channel. Unfortunately, because of this, because of what's transpiring before our eyes, Hallmark Channel said no. So on Tuesday, a grand jury returned. So this is coming from U.S. News. On Tuesday, a grand jury returned new bribery indictments against Lori Loughlin and 10 other parents involved in the Varsity Blues college admissions case. So yeah, it is not looking good. For Aunt Becky. Not good at all. So, also a few days ago, it was also announced that Olivia Jade and Isabella Giannulli are no longer enrolled at USC. So that is very interesting. And Felicity Huffman is going to be spending 2 weeks in prison after turning herself in. And that was last week, I believe. So yeah, I forgot to talk about that. So the other day, this is coming from the NBA. In the NBA Battle of LA, it appears Lakers are still winning in the crowd department, despite being listed as a Clippers home game. The Clips were greeted to a catastrophe, to a cacophony, to a barrage of boos, particularly aimed at Kawhi Leonard, who decided against signing with the Lakers in free agency. So actually, we could take a listen to the Actually, no, we can't, because stupid me forgot to turn on the volume. I'm just doing everything ass backwards. So, alright, here we go. So, yeah. So, yeah, that's pretty much what happened. And, so yeah. That's okay, I'm a Chicago fan. Let's go Bulls! So, alrighty. So for those who were expecting the Last of Us Part 2, to come out on February 21st of next year, unfortunately, you have to wait a little bit longer because The Last of Us Part 2 has been delayed until May 29th of next year. So, some fans are disappointed. I don't have a problem with it as long as the game runs the way it should. Because apparently, they want to make sure that the game, because it's it's the same reason for a lot of other great games. They want to make sure that the game runs smoothly upon launch. You know, and sometimes when it's getting ready to go out there, it's gonna sometimes propose a problem. You know, but I'd rather have it delayed than have it just, say, here you go, you can play it right now. So yeah, that's just how I look. That's just how I look at it, and so that's just how I look at it, because it's just one of those things that happen, and you gotta look at it this way. I would rather have a delay. I would rather, and I said this through rants during my rant about the rant that I did last year on Red Dead Redemption 2, on how the game was delayed a lot, and a lot of people were just like pissed off and saying that. And I gave out my observation, and of course we all know how great Red Dead Redemption 2 is, because the game is truly phenomenal, and especially it's going to look a lot better when it comes out on PC. Just saying. Having said that, there was a lot of there was of course a lot of backlash because of it, and sometimes a delay, once a delayed game comes out, when a game is announced that it's going to be delayed, after, maybe once or twice or something like that, the gaming community, some gamers out there just get pissed off about it. And there was one report, when a reporter was talking about how one game was going to be delayed, and they got that reporter received death threats. And I think it was for No Man's Sky, when it was coming out for the PlayStation 4. I don't think, taking it that far, you're just asking for trouble. You're really just asking for trouble. And Last of Us was a good, the first Last of Us game was awesome. I think you could download it now through the, if you're a PlayStation Plus subscriber. If you have a membership through PS Plus. So, there's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with that game. The game is really, really awesome. And like I said, I would rather have a game delayed than having the game come out and say, what a waste of money, And I wasn't even I was gonna wait till maybe wrestling to do when Wrestling Prime comes out to talk about it, but I think because also that 2K WWE 2K20 is a video game, I might as well talk about this on here. There's been reports about WWE 2K20 being buggy and glitchy and not fixed, and it's like the game's completely broken. Some reports of saying, because I think it's because I have to look into this more, but if you're buying just a physical copy, I don't think that that's a big deal. But if you download it digitally, then I could understand. Then I think that maybe not getting it buying games digitally isn't the way to go. You know, unless of course there's a certain game out there that's only available through download, like Cuphead. That's you can't buy a physical copy of Cuphead, so you have to digitally download it, and I can understand the frustration. But I would rather much buy a physical copy than downloading it. I'm just saying. If it's available for both physical and digital, I'm gonna always 95% of the time I'm gonna buy it physically. It's like, well, I'm not wasting the gas. Well, bravo, good for you. you know, I'm not going to be the lazy one. I'm just saying. Just saying, folks. So, um, so, so, I'd strongly suggest, this is coming from my perspective because I never once had a problem with physical copies. Not once. Not one. So that shows something there. It does. And I believe Watch Dogs 3 is going to also be delayed as well too. So who knows? Oh yeah, that's Bendy. Never mind. I was like, what? I was looking at my games over there. What's that sticking out right there? It's like, it's Bendy. It's creeping at me. So. But so yeah, then I would rather much wait. I would rather get the digital copy. I would rather get the physical copy than the digital. Just saying. That's just coming from my perspective. I'm just saying. So, let's see. What else is going on in the news? What else is going on? So, so a hunter has died after being attacked by a deer that he shot. So this is gonna be pretty crazy on how you look at it. So this is coming from my local news here, and this took place in Arkansas. So moments after a hunter shot a deer in Arkansas, the animal got up and attacked him in a tragic twist of fate, according to wildlife officials. Thomas Alexander was shot the deer with a muzzle loader in Yellville, about 102 miles east of Fayetteville, on Tuesday. And this is coming from KY3. He then approached the deer to check if he had killed it, according to Keith Stevens, a spokesperson for the Arkansas Game and Fish Commission. He goes and says, "I don't know how long he left it there, but he went up to check it to make sure it was dead, and eventually it wasn't. He worked for the Game and Fish Commission for 20 years, and it's one of the stranger things that's happened." Alexander was hunting by himself, but managed to call his wife, who dialed 911 for help, instead of calling 911 himself. Paramedics transported him to Baxter Regional Medical Center in Mountain Home, where he was pronounced dead. Officials said Alexander had several puncture wounds on his body. Still, it's unclear whether he died from those wounds or a heart attack. The Arkansas Game and Fish Commission, which investigated the incident is reminding hunters to make sure a deer is not moving for about 30 minutes before approaching it. So that is some words of advice. So yeah, be careful if you're going out hunting. Yeah. Yes, sir. So yeah, I just want to get everybody up to speed of what's going to be going on for next week. So yeah, it's going to be pretty interesting. Got ourselves a Halloween episode. I'm actually going to be starting my I was going to say. Make sure my volume is low. Yes. Okay. So next week I'm going to be, doing the Halloween episode. It's going to be we're going to have a lot of fun. It's going to be a little. I might do it on. I'm thinking about doing it on Wednesday, but I'm going to try to pull some strings to try to do the episode as early as I can. Before I have to, do my tradition of handing out candy and watching Night of the Living Dead. So, yeah, it's kind of my tradition that I do every year. And so I'm gonna be doing that, as and all that. And so I'm gonna try to pull some strings to try to do the show as early as possible, get into the Halloween spirit and everything like that. So we're gonna have a lot of fun. And so yeah, that's pretty much. So yeah, that's pretty much all the time I have for today. Oh yeah, there was one other thing I wanted to talk about, and Netflix and Hulu, Disney Plus is coming. Countdown is beginning. So in a couple of weeks, in a few weeks, Disney Plus is going to be coming out, and a lot of people are going to be excited, as well as moi. So I'm going to be enjoying that. And there's going to be, a lot of stuff is going on, and it's kind of weird, kind of interesting to see the lineup here and all that. So it is kind of interesting. But I was looking at the Netflix released their lineup for next month of November. Of course, a lot of stuff is going to be leaving, and so a lot of there's like a lot of movies going to be coming out. Most of it, 79 of the movies that are coming out, of the stuff that's coming out, are all going to be Netflix originals in one way or another. So here is the official list of movies that's going to be coming out, and there's going to be a lot of them coming out on the first, and coming out next Friday. To start things off, American Son, Atypical Season 3, Drive, Fire in Paradise, Hatch, Hello Ninja, Holiday in the Wild, The King, The Man Without Gravity, Queer Eye, We're in Japan, True, Grabble Apple Harvest, We Are the Wave, Apache Warrior, Barbie Dreamhouse Adventures, Go Team Roberts Season 1, Billy on the Street, Christmas Break-In, Christmas in the Heartlands, Christmas Survival, Elliot the Little... Jesus Christ, I can't even read today. Elliot the Littlest Reindeer, Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. That is a actual movie, not a Netflix original. Grease is also another one. Holly Star, How to Be a Latin Lover, Love Jones, Mars Season 2, Mobile Suit Gundam, Iron Blooded Orphans Seasons 1 and 2, Paid in Full, Rosemary's Baby, Rounders, Santa's Girl, Sling Blade, one of my favorites, Spitfire, the Plane That Saved the World, Step Brothers, which everybody knows about that movie. I prefer the unrated version, though. The Christmas Candle, The Deep Season 3, The Game, The Matrix Trilogy. So that's a big get right there. The Matrix Reloaded, and of course Matrix Revolutions. Up North, Wild Child, and Zombieland. So that's all coming out next Friday. November 4th is Holiday Engagement, A Christmas Crush, Dear Santa, The Devil Next Door, and District 9. November 5th is The End of the Effin' World, Season 2, Seth Meyers stand-up special, his first, She-Ra and the Princesses of Power, Season 4, Tune In for Love, Undercover Brother 2. November 6th has The Burning Cane, Scams, and Shadow. November 7th is The Body Remembers When the World Broke Open. November 8th is Busted Season 2, The Great British Baking Show Holidays Season 2, Great Events in World War II in HD color, Green Eggs and Ham, that is a Netflix original, and I saw the animation of that. It actually looks pretty amazing. Let It Snow, Paradise Beach, World District Season 2. November 9th is Little Things Season 3. November 10th is Patriot Act with Hassan Minhaj, Volume 5. November 11th is The Single Man and Chief of Staff Season 2. November 12th is Harvey Girls Forever Season 3. And Jeff Garlin, Our Man in Chicago. It's a stand-up special. November 13th is Maradona in Mexico. November 14th is The Stranded. November 15th is Avlu Part 2, The Club, Earthquake Bird, Go, The Unforgettable Party, House Arrest, I'm With the Band, Nasty Cherry, Claws, with a K, Llama Llama Season 2, and The Toys That Made Us Season 3. November 16th is Suffragette. November 17th is The Crown Season 3. November 19th is Eliza Unveiled. And No Hay Tempo Para La Vergüenza. I apologize for the pronunciation. My tongue is only good for one thing. Woo! November 20th is Bikram Yogi Guru Predator Dream Killer. And Lorena La de Paz Legros. Ligeros. November 21st is the night before Christmas, and that's night with a K, meaning that it's a medieval night in Christmas time, in modern day Christmas, and the Mortel. And that's coming on November 21st. November 22nd is Dino Girl Guaco, Dolly Parton's Heartstrings, The Dragon Prince Season 3, High Seas Season 2, Meet the Eight Banjos Seasons 1 through 3, Seasons 1, 2, and 3, Monfrere, that's what it is. Pardon my French. Nailed It, Holiday Season 2, Narco World, Dope Stories, Nobody's Looking, Singapore Social, and Trolls, The Beat Goes On, Season 8. Wow, 8 seasons of that. November 23rd is End of Watch. November 24th is Shot Caller. November 25th is Dirty John Season 1. November 26th is Mike Birbiglia, The New One, Super Monsters Save Christmas, and True Winter Wishes. November 27th is Broken and The Irishman, the highly anticipated movie by Martin Scorsese. November 28th is Holiday Rush. John Christ, I Ain't Praying for That. I think that's a stand-up special. Merry Happy Whatever. And Mytho. November 29th. And November 29th, ending it all off, is Atlantic's Chip and Potato Season 2, I Lost My Body, La Reina del Sur Season 2, The Movies That Made Us, and Sugar Rush Christmas. Movies that are leaving. Movies that are leaving on November 1st is 42, 300, A Dog's Life, As Good as It Gets, Caddyshack 1 and 2, Chasing Liberty, Gran Torino, Groundhog Day, Little Women, Madagascar, Escape to Africa. That is the sequel to Madagascar. Recess, Taking the Fifth Grade. That is a Disney movie, so that is going over towards to the Disney Plus. Roadhouse. That's okay, I got the Blu-ray. I love that movie. Romeo is Bleeding, Scary Movie 2, Scream, SEAL Team 6, The Raid on Osama bin Laden, Sex and the City, the movie, which I did not know that it was on there. Not that I want to see that anyways, because I wasn't really a Sex and the City fan. Stardust, Stitches, Taking Lives, The American, The Bank Job, The Bishop's Wife, The House Bunny, The Lord of the Rings, Return of the King, and The Two Towers, and The Sixth Sense are all leaving November 1st. Last Tango in Halifax, Seasons 1, 2, and 3 are leaving on November 2nd. Amazing Hotels, Life Beyond the Lobby, Season 1, leaving November 3rd. Blue Bloods, Seasons 1 through 8, all 8 seasons of Blue Bloods is leaving on November 5th. All 4 seasons on Continuum is leaving on November 15th. The movie Mamma Mia is leaving on November 16th. Nikita, Seasons 1 through 4 is leaving on November 22nd. The Red Road, Seasons 1 and 2 is leaving on November 23rd. November 25th, Boyhood is leaving. And Coco, the highly loved Disney Pixar movie, Coco is leaving on November 29th, obviously heading over towards Disney Plus. November 30th, Life Unexpected Seasons 1 and 2 on November 30th. So, yes, sir. So, yeah. So, Netflix needs to do, like I said before, Netflix really needs to do something in order to stay relevant, because I'm telling you right now, it's going to, they got to do something. Yeah, it is nice that they have the 3 Matrix movies. I'm glad for that, but that is not enough. They really pushed a lot of Netflix originals. Some new, most of them are starting up with new seasons. And it's like I said before, they're going to, if you're going to keep pushing that, you got to have a variety. You have to have some sort of variety that's going to keep people coming for that. You just can't keep relying on original content. You need a mixture of both, so that you get the price. If you want to have that price for Netflix, then give something what people will pay to watch, not just original content, because there's some original content that I'm not really interested in. There are some that I am. There's only like maybe 1 or 2 that I am interested in seeing. For example, The Irishman, and of course, maybe even Green Eggs and Ham. And I think the new Terminator movie is going to be coming out soon too. But still, even that too, which is rumored to be on there. But there's talks right now with South Park, has like has a $500 million price tag to have all of its content on digital media. Right now, you can still watch it on watch all the seasons on watch all the episodes on Hulu, minus the episodes that they had to take out due to Muslim reasons. So because of their prophet Muhammad was being depicted in some of the cartoons, so they had to axe those. So so yeah, it is kind of tough. But Netflix, I'm telling you right now, and I said, you got less than there's like 3 weeks left until Disney Plus comes in. You need to pull something. You need to push something. I know there's some stuff limited to change, that are subject to change. I get that. I understand that. But you have to understand something. If maybe not right now, maybe give us something for December. That's perfectly fine. I don't have a problem with that. And I think Dolomite is going to be coming out tomorrow. Now that I think about it. But seriously, folks, Netflix needs to do something, because they're going to lose. Because you're going to lose. Netflix is going to lose customers once Disney Plus comes out. Once that comes out, I mean, they have. There's like a huge list, like even on Hulu, that I've even noticed. I even for the hell of it, there's some movies coming out. There's some stuff coming out as well too. Like Big Top Pee Wee, Double Jeopardy, The Fantastic Four, Flashdance, Freddy vs. Jason, Freddy's Dead, The Final Nightmare, Fun with Dick and Jane, I Heart Huckabees, Kingpin, which is a movie with Woody Harrelson, The Mexican, which is one of my favorite movies, Pink Panther 2, Soap Dish, Terminator Salvation, and Terminator 3 Rise of the Machines, Tim Burton's The Corpse Bride. Um, Ugly Dolls. For the kids. Creed 2. Um, Ice Age: A Mammoth Christmas. Um, so yeah, there's like a lot of good stuff that's going to be that's going to be coming that's going to be coming out, and you're it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be really really tough, and you cannot there's like a lot of stuff. There's gonna be a lot of stuff, and of course some new movies are going to be coming. Some new movies that are going to be coming out as well too, and everything like that. So there is a list, but you see Netflix, you gotta look at it this way. You're going to be in a tough you're going to be in a tight spot, and I've said this before. You need a variety, not just relying too much on original content, because when you have original content and you're just relying on that original content, you're going to lose subscribers, because how many people are going to be binge watching The Irishman watching The Irishman over and over and over again? I I know that that there's Stranger Thing. There's like a lot of their favorite shows that they can still watch. I understand that. I get it, but you have to look at it this way. And it's like it does. It's good to have, but it's going to get boring after. You know, it really is. It's going to get boring after. So that's why you gotta have something that's going to make customers come back and say, oh shit, they're going to have this coming out on there. Wow, they picked that up before Hulu did. Wow, that's great. Or before Amazon. Hey, that's great. That sort of thing. You got to have something that's going to keep people coming. That sort of thing. Because now with Disney Plus coming, it's going to be competition. It is. And you already noticed that some of the Disney films are already leaving to because they're going to be moving over to Disney Plus. Now, I'm going to do a Google search, and it's going to be Disney Plus. Okay. Let's see. All right. Okay, so this is coming in at starting November 12th. The Mandalorian, Lady and the Tramp, High School Musical, the musical, the series, whatever. The World According to Jeff Goldblum, which I am going to watch. Encore, Noelle, Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, Captain Marvel, Toy Story, Star Wars: The Force Awakens, Free Solo, Lizzie McGuire, Moana, DuckTales, woohoo, Tangled, The Incredibles, X-Men, 10 Things I Hate About You, The Adventures of the Gummy Bears, Aladdin, Ant-Man, Beauty and the Beast, Boy Meets World, Brink, The Cheetah Girls, Chippendales Rescue Rangers, yes, Chronicles of Narnia, The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, Cinderella, Darkwing Duck, my favorite cartoon, The Descendants, The Emperor's New Groove, my favorite movie, Fantastic Four, Finding Nemo, Gargoyles, Goof Troop, Guardians of the Galaxy, Halloween Town, Heavyweights, Hercules, Hercules the Animated Series, High School Musical, Inside Out, Fantasia, Bambi, Saludos Amigos, The Three Caballeros, which is my favorite Disney film, Dumbo, Alice in Wonderland, Peter Pan, Pinocchio, Mary Poppins, my favorite movie of all time, The Sword and the Stone, which I love, The Jungle Book, 101 Dalmatians, The Sound of Music, nice. My mom will be happy with that. The Aristocats, Robin Hood, The Many Adventures of Winnie the Pooh, The Fox and the Hound, Spider-Man the series, Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends, nice. Tron, Star Wars, Return of the Jedi, The Little Mermaid, and The Simpsons. So, that is a good list right there. I'm just saying, folks, that is a good list. So, yeah. But you see, folks, it's a nice list. Not only that, there's going to be some, of course, some classic Disney cartoons that we grew up when we were wee little tykes. Those classic Mickey Mouse cartoons, especially Steamboat Willie. You can't have Disney Plus without Steamboat Willie. You can't. That's an iconic cartoon, for Christ's sakes. So yeah, there's going to be and there's a lot more coming in. So yeah. So be prepared. Be prepared. So yeah, it's a good idea for that to come in and everything. So anywho, that's pretty much all the time I have for today. Be sure to follow me on Twitter at TomDog247. If you miss any of tonight's program, you can check it out as soon as I turn off the camera. Thumbs up if you like the video. If you like this episode, thumbs up. Give us a thumbs up. Let us know that you're showing your love. And comment down below. I know I said something at the beginning of the show, so whatever I said at the beginning of the show, include that, as well as are you looking forward to Disney Plus? So comment down below on that. Ringy dingy that bell so you can stay notified on what I'm going to be doing next. And also, if you are a new subscriber, and if you're new to this channel and you want to see more, you could check it out on my channel. And while you do so, if you like what you see, and you never know what's going to happen next, keep in tune. While after you ringy dingy that bell, also too, more importantly, more than anything in that, show your love by face hugging that subscribe button. We will see you all again here next week on a very special Halloween episode. Until then, this is Tom Dog saying take care, so long, peace.